Alright, I have done some experimenting. It seems like if I try to load the faction overview, the game crashes, but nothing else seems to be crashing upon load. So I just have to remember not to click that button. And I think we're okay. So, I think we said, I actually generally just use basic Kossars or Ice Guard or Warbears for the most part, with a little Grom attached or two. This is fine, though, the Armored Kossars, but part of the question is what's doing your killing here? Is it the little... It's gotta be the little Groms and Streltsy and the Warbear Riders. It's just like a lot of a front line. They're not bad. I just don't find them as useful. We do have a Tempest and Patriarch. Good. We should have more Patriarchs. One thing I noticed is we only have 3 Frost Maiden capacity. However, Kislev is tier 5, and Prague is tier 5. That means we should have this building up here, which gives us another capacity for each. That's hurting us. But let's go ahead and do what we can. So first of all, we'll try to have some action here. Looks like we are not at war with the Chaos Dwarfs. Who are you?
Why do come? What can we help you with this night?
We are friendly with the vampires. You know what? Whatever. Fine. Looks like they are not doing the best versus the Chaos Dwarfs down there. They're not going to last much longer. So let's see what we can do elsewhere. So this guy's sitting over here until the Chaos Dwarfs declare war on us. We probably just want to leave them alone because we have enough other headaches to deal with. We need to secure some other things. So let's go try to take out stuff in the southwest here. We also only have 2 souls at this point. Other people have 3. I hope that you maybe you just felt like overwhelmed and you couldn't do something. There's a Frost Maiden with the Tempest. Okay, we definitely want her in an army. Katrina, I would have gone all glaives because one of the main weaknesses of Ice Guard is, you know, cavalry, they get in their face. But it's not the end of the world here to have a few that are other. They all have the same shooting ability. So let's go ahead and take you out to start. Oh, you have Lightning Strike on here. And I wonder what else you don't have. Oh, you only have 9 battle skills. This is probably fine. Heal a little bit. So, we don't get like the attrition plague. Should be fine. Okay. Stalton's been wounded, yeah. And then we can move on next turn to take out this army. Patriarchs are decently leveled there. This guy has something reset. The Nurgle Plague is nothing friendly to the west. So we have to do our best to try to fight our way through here. Which is, in general, not going to go well. We have a Hag Witch of Death. I've never actually used a Hag Witch before. I don't have the Shadows of Change DLC. So it's death magic, I guess. And you take less attrition damage, okay. I can't click that button over there where the game crashes, so I'm not going to do that. So this is probably going to be, maybe it's a Valiant defeat? Pyrrhic victory, but obviously that costs us a lot. I didn't even check what you have, but again, oh yeah, you again have Lightning Strike. Which in this case, actually, it can be useful. We have gun lines, bears. We'll make do with what you got. I know we can talk about building stuff later. In this case, sure, it's useful.
We are Kislev.
But as you see, it's still painful. We're going to be replacing some stuff here. The goal is to try to move relatively quickly, so I'll make do. So let's see, how is he spec'd? So you do not have, okay, you don't have any points in firing drills, so your Streltsy don't have the 10% fire rate. You do have Best of the Court and Skilled Craftsman, but you don't have the Warbear Riders bonus, so I guess that means, so that and that are affected, but those 6 units are not getting boosted right now. And you don't have the bonus to the Ice Guard there either. You have some bonuses over there. 3 points in... Oof. Okay. It's way more important for your Lord to be good here than a lot of this stuff. Like, Logistician and Lightning Strike and Quartermaster, that's not great. Like, your upkeep is 12% more. So by this, you're literally just canceling out that penalty. So you're basically changing it from being, I don't know, it would be like 4,900 or something. So you're saving like 300 gold a turn, maybe. It's really not that impressive. It's more important to have a lord who's stronger. Like if your lord, like heroic resilience is a very basic one. 14 defense when your lord's under half health. That gives them so much tanking power. Things like the Deadly Blade. Like if your lord was longer, your army was stronger, then we wouldn't have had to even use Lightning Strike there in the first place. We could have just won. And even in a manual battle, we could have won. I'm just nervous with the Death Hag. Now I'm going to combine some of these Zargard. We're going to replace them because they're going to die too much here. But then, how far can you move? I think we can take all of this out here. And then the Death Hag, bound spells are good. I'm kind of guessing on all of this. I don't know what they do. Tor's Battle Hymn gives us melee attack plus 40. Here's part of the problem. I mean, we had a few Zargard, sure, that is true. And we do have the Warbears, but a lot of our damage here is coming from the Ice Guard and Little Groms, and those are not getting much benefit from that. Being able to use the Salyuk's Lullaby out there and heal, and keep the Lord and the Patriarch, and I don't know if, I guess the Witch doesn't look like she's great in melee, but keeping like the Patriarchs and like heroes out there and healing through that, that's a big deal. But it is what it is. We'll make do. Theory you should get Thundersaur Raider. We're going all in on the Battle Hymn, I guess. There's a little bug with replenishment and how it calculates who gets what points. Yeah, it's fine. Note that the benefits from these get bigger as you go. Like it's 3 attack, plus 4 attack, plus 5 defense. Sorry, 3 defense, 4 defense, 5 defense. So you generally want to try to maximize one if you're going there. And the Soothsaying Leadership Aura Size, I don't find that useful at all. They're often not there to give their leadership aura, and Kislev has good leadership, and they have 30 seconds of not breaking anyway, so that's really a last resort to worry about. Okay. Don't even need the Lightning Strike that. Just taking whatever healing we have here. Because we have attrition is the problem. So our goal here is I don't think they can reach us. Attrition is for 3 turns. So we're taking what we can, and then we're just going to have to like run south or hole up or whatever.
No other name here.
Wait, are you not on a bear? Why do you only have 53 armor? Is that what, curse here? Minus 40% armor. Okay, so we got a lot of diseases right there. Not ideal.
Hack them apart. Courage flows in our veins.
that was a mistake. Because the patriarchs would die next turn.
No
So I need to pull the patriarch out until the disease is gone. So we're going to have to move south next turn. We can recruit.
only loyal.
We have good units we can recruit here. Warbear Riders we don't quite have in one turn. We're not going to be able to sit here for 2 turns. So what can we get in 1 turn that's good? Probably just basic Kosars, honestly. That's fine. Oh, you know what? We have Streltsy available, right? We can grab some Streltsy. We already have some Streltsy there. They're better in auto resolve, strictly speaking. This is just kind of a mix of an army where you're having to worry about you're having to worry about straight fire lines, cavalry, artillery, arcing shots, and a front line of Zargard, which also don't have any good defense against large stuff charging them. So we can do that for right now. We have plenty of money. We'll take attrition there. Honestly, we'll probably have to replace the Zargard, but we will see. Boris Urson has attrition for 1 turn from mutagenic energies. And it looks like that is pretty secured. We have this growth and control building is just really not needed. In these little provinces, especially.
Frost Maiden.
Wait, do we have 2 Tempest Witches out there who aren't in armies? We have 2 witches. We get the witches in the armies.
Only the truest Kislevites may serve.
So we're going to go for Zoisha here.
Now you may sleep.
Probably gonna have to wait 1 turn to heal.
Wintertide Star.
Bring her in. Get those witches in armies. Tempest is super good at, like, we would not have had an issue with that first battle if we had a good Tempest Witch there. You're understandably trying to fortify some things here. Given how many foes you have, I'll go ahead and fortify that too. I actually generally don't build walls because I'd rather have the building slot for stuff, but you, until we secure some stuff here, may not have as much of a choice. Because you haven't secured much at this point, unfortunately.
For Kislev.
And we have Ulrika.
Magdava.
And we have... Why are these patriarchs just randomly sitting around? I am very confused. Let's come back to Kislev, I guess. We can get another patriarch in this army, that'll be good. We can do that, like,
Lord of all.
next turn, so we won't recruit that. And then we're going to want another army for... You have these guys over here threatening you, so we need to defend that. The Griffin Legion, you're not... Winged Lance, yeah, Winged Lances, you're not going to use that at this point. Get rid of the building. What's more vulnerable? Plusk is more vulnerable. One, two, three, four, five, 6 versus... Okay, I guess those walls are a lot better. Okay. So let's start building our ward here. Again, we have 40k in the bank. And honestly, Kosars are perfectly fine for him here. The key is he needs some support. He can't do it all by himself. And they're very cost efficient, obviously. 0 recruitment costs from something. Or is that just a Castalton thing?
Right to rule.
Yeah. How is he spec'd? We were talking about that. So he is spec'd a quartermaster. Yeah, that is a very low priority. getting his personal buffs and everything else much more important. This leader of renowned recruitment costs -15. Like tends to be irrelevant. I probably would have gone 3 fervent and maybe 1 iron disciplinarian or 1 reassuring presence. He needs these buffs and he needs the personal power buff so he can take on the other lords. And Ursun's protection against his own missiles is good. So I'm honestly tempted to just reset his skill points here. I'll avoid resetting the skill points. I can always do that later. Let's try to get things under control first. Okay, so we have Ulgrigda, who's level 4. Let's go ahead and give her to Gestalten's army since he's a good army. You know what? I think I'm going to actually give it to the Tsarina. We're going to give it to the Tsarina. Tempest Lady, you come over here. Hurry up.
I am true.
And we have some decent income here, but it could be better because we need to improve some other things. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armies we're going to have here. Which, given how we only control this much territory, is not really shocking. So let's take a look through individual things. Hell Pit. If you want it to grow, that's fine. Sure, we can get some decent defenses here. But we're also going to need money. And another global recruitment capacity to actually be really good, but we also are in dire need of Patriarch. So if we do that and that at tier 5, because we can drop this one once we get tier 5, the Gaspata. We can hold on to that for now, though. Let's get Patriarch capacity, purge the steppes. We're already at 100 control, we don't need control. So let's get some more money. Eastern Oblast. Again, I'm sorry if I'm going to mess things up here. I'm dealing with the hand I've gotten. I don't have Shadows of Change, so we're going to delete that. Kislev. You might delete that too. We'll come back to that. Over here, Kislev. Okay. That, if we get any war bears, would be good, but if you're not doing it right now, that's fine. But you absolutely need this Covenant of Ice. That one's kinda eh. Also, big other thing. -6% construction cost for all buildings across the Empire. That's important. It allows your markets and stuff to pay for themselves much better. So what don't I care about here is the new question. Honestly, I don't care much about that, though maybe we'll keep that. That's less of a big deal than the other stuff. So at a minimum, I'm not too concerned about the garrison. We'll have other people to help defend, and we have the outpost. Well, I guess it's a vampire outpost, so it's pretty pathetic. So then we need the building, and we need the ice guard. I think that means we're probably going to just give up the Orthodox Cathedral. We can get a Patriarch from a nearby settlement. We don't need it from Kislev specifically. If that's going to be our main recruitment center, the slots are too precious. Cursed City, Prague. Again, I don't need that. Patriarch, Hero and Lord rank, +4, hooray. I'm not as worried about that. Okay, so what do we need? We want to get the Stonemason's Workshop. And we need that, so that's 1, 2, 3 buildings we want. So, if we're gonna have the Streltsy recruitment elsewhere, let's clear that up in Prague. Control country, we're building up here. Control is not really a problem with Zarina already gets +6, and we have another +6 from winning the race, so that's really never an issue. Troll country, we can leave this be for right now. We're upgrading this, getting rid of that because we do not care about it. We don't need that. We'll grow fast enough. We can go ahead and improve that. Ideally, you want like the farm and the market and patriarch capacity as your 3 buildings in most places, because that's what allows you to take care of the rifts by closing them with the hero. We're not going to bother upgrade that because we're going to have to retreat. We're going to lose it because we have this attrition. We're not going to be able to hold. A lot of corruption over here. And it looks like it's going to rebel in spite of everything, mainly because we have -20 from corruption. That's because they own the rest of the province, of course. We have a chunk of money still, so I'll try this. I'm not necessarily expecting to keep it. We have this one settlement over here. Again, a wall or something else would be better. And yes, I know we're going to lose 2 patriarchs. So where are our patriarchs exactly? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we only have capacity for 6. That's awkward. One of these was patriarch capacity. +1 patriarch, +2 patriarch. Okay. We'll have to make it up elsewhere. So let's check the commandments. We're switching that to awaken the land. This already awakened the land. Awaken the land. And we were at +22 control there. We're fine. We don't control the rest, so no commandments. We still have a lot of money. So, and the witch capacity we have. There's 1 tempest. There's 2 tempest. There's 3 tempest. Let's train another and get that working. Well, we can get both going, can't we? Just so that's ready. We have a boyar, horse comrade. Corruption really isn't an issue with what we have here now, for the most part, so let's go for that, I suppose. And is there any diplomacy things we can do? You'd give us some money.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it.
We're already at war with Scarbrand. And we're going to be at war with anyone else, whether they're there or not. So it's just a little bit of free money, effectively.
Who called?
Maybe it'll make them more likely to die. I don't know, but we might try to take them over anyway. Okay. Okay. So we're not going to be able to get. We'd like Mentor and Guardian Call 3. We don't have Frost Shield. It's your passive ability. It's not bad. 15 armor, 12 missile block chance in the entire map.
They are one people.
We don't have hard. She's level 45 and you don't have Heart of Winter. It's your best spell, and she has a specialty to cast you. You are way too concerned with blue line stuff, my man. Especially all of this. If you want like lightning strike and a pointer and logistician or something, go for it. But I'd put like 3 points in logistician and like 1 point in alert or 1 point in quartermaster, and then go to renowned and fear if I'm coming this way. Okay, so skirmisher traditions is key. She doesn't need the little Groms as much because she has siege attacker as a legendary lord. We'd like stand your ground, especially because it helps her in the Patriarch's tank. Man, I'm kind of glad I didn't fight that because I didn't have the spells I assumed she'd have at level 45. Like, what is it? Embodiment of Noonter, Con Queen, Ice Mistress, that's what it is. Minus 10% for all spells, minus cost and Heart of Winter upgraded. She has, yeah. Okay. You don't have Arcane Conduit yet, level 45. She's a caster lord, you have no other casters. You gotta use your magic more. One of Kislev's biggest strengths, and he has Harsh Survivor. Why? Minus 2 corruption? That's like all you're really getting there. That's not... but if you cared about corruption so much, you'd be putting more points there. Whatever. It is what it is. High level Patriarch, it's fine, whatever. Okay, same thing here. You have Thunderous Orator, but you put Thunderous Orator on Salyuk's Lullaby. Like you should match those up if you're gonna do that. Match them up. Like Salyuk's Lullaby should be getting Healer for the extra healing and the decrease in the cooldown. Okay. I'm guessing on this Hag Witch because I've never used them.
Never be.
Boy, you're starting to be more respectable.
My rule is absolute.
Yeah, we're not going to upgrade that. Outpost available. Not going to bother with that. So as the main threats we know of right now, we're dealing with these demons here. We have a lot of demons coming up here, but if we have Kastalton and that other army there, they should be able to hold the line versus that tide. That still gives us 2 other armies over here, plus the Tsarina to help deal with stuff and push forward. If the Chaos Dwarfs take over down south, we'll have to deal with that. That's one of the bigger dangers currently. Okay. And doesn't cost much to invoke anything, and we have, what, 5 turns left in Urson? What are we researching? Dwarven Anvils, we're not using too much melee Calvin. The Bear Cav already has a lot of armor, so let's take a look at other things. Things like this, if you're using Streltsy or Armored Coast, are much better. Lord Recruit flanking isn't horrible. Aggressive cultivation, mesh layers, missile resistance for them isn't bad. Global recruitment capacity +2, that would be good. You do have pirates' weapons, which is good. We can't get any more of these because we don't control Erengrad right now, but except for Harbor Watch, most of the rest don't matter too much at this point, so honestly that's fine. Which is the one? That's the one, yeah. That'll give you more money, and it'll give you a free elemental bear per battle. But Orthodoxy, Blessed, and Siege Mentality. 15% ammo on all things, that's pretty good. Reload time reduction when under siege. Like, that would have helped us hold that fight there, obviously. Orthodoxy, Blessed, really good. Means you can get Ice Guard and Bears in 1 turn to replace stuff with, coupled with the prog. So we're probably not gonna. I think the siege mentality, the ammo, and the defense under siege is probably gonna matter more. Okay, let's proceed. We don't even have all of her spells. We don't have Arcane Conduit. We don't have a second thing. I didn't even check all of that stuff. The hell with it. Let's fight it. Versus the Chaos Warriors and some other stuff like this. Aspiring Champions are scary, but we do have Heart of Winter now, which is good against them. Let's see if we can save the 2 Ice Guard. You also notice that the Ice Guard with glaives are in better shape because they have more defense and they're considered to not take the damage. This is one of the problems when you split your units up like this, at least when auto-resolving, is that it tends to hit the ones with less defenses more. So if you put like spears and flankers, you'll say the flankers took all the damage, which is not really what you want. Let's see if I remember what to do here. We don't really have choke points of, well, it's not really of significance. Well, we could try to move forward here. That would be helpful. Okay, then what we'd want is we have Tor's battled him, and we do have one lullaby. We'd like both of them to be lullaby, and they could heal a shit ton here. Let's see how this goes. If you're wondering why I keep sending 3 forward, it's because I'm used to having another mage in this army. Sending a bunch of things around there. It's unfortunate. Okay, and we don't have Arcane Conduit, so we can't be casting Heart of Winter, which we really want to be casting here. And we want to cast the upgraded Heart of Winter specifically. Yeah, which we can already do. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's drop this here. It'll start off slow and speed up. They are sending some other. Sending some forces around over there. So we can see they did about 17,000 there on that cast. I see these like skull crushers are one of the biggest things we fear. There's army loss with 1. No problem. Now we just want to kill what we can. And you can, as long as like your lords and heroes take less than, what, 72% of their health, basically you can heal them back up to full with every battle. With 2 patriarchs with the healing song. It's one of the reasons I'm such a big advocate for that. But yeah, that spell that you didn't want to have her upgraded, just 17k in 1 cast. And she'd be able to cast it quite a few times there. But she needs Arcane Conduit, like you gotta set her up. Okay, close victory, wow. 2 losses, and we had plenty of wins and magic left. That's significantly better. We're gonna heal, assuming it's like halfway decent, yes.
They will serve the motherland.
Scarbrand, okay. Okay. And this is one of the downsides, by the way, of building walls. When Scarbrand comes in with like an elite corn stack, walls aren't going to stop them. They're only going to help you if you have an army in the settlement that's defending it, basically. Oracles of Zinch in particular looking pretty nasty over here. And once they get to all those high-level lords, they get to keep coming back, obviously, because they're immortal, so you can't actually kill them off. You know, I will say,
Power comes to parley.
we have a decent chunk of money. They're at war with just the Jade Court. We have enough we can pay them off right now. We have bigger problems. Admittedly, when I played this as my first campaign, there were not the champions of chaos in there, or Chaos Dwarfs for that matter. Vampires look like they're getting wiped out, so if we can secure more of the southwest first, that'd be good. Otherwise, we're gonna have Chaos Dwarf probably knocking on our door here. You got wounded. Got another Hag Witch.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Which Patriarch got wounded? Okay. But we need to get out of here. We have 2 more turns on that.
There will be no the right to rule. I have decrees to sign.
So we'll go ahead and throw you in there, I guess.
Kislevites! Boyar of Kislev.
Ulrika Magdova.
Alright, you're going over to Katarin. The extra movement speed. Oh, well. You know what? If these vampires are distracting, we actually got to heal. I don't know if you saw that. Because they took it, it let us heal. So that actually worked out pretty well. And now we can go kill this.
The motherland fights as one.
Problemo.
They are no threat. Kislev goes forth.
I'm gonna head over and try to Wolfenburg and take that. Again, this is a strong army. If the Chaos Dwarfs declare war, then we'll deal with that, but we don't want it sitting around there right now. Ideally. Especially not with this expensive of an army. So we got Scarbrand to worry about. And he is something indeed to really worry about. And he has an elite stack here, doesn't he? Skull Crushers, Bloodthirster, Skull Cannon. He's level 50. We're level 13. This is not a battle we are ready to fight until we heal. But when we heal, full stack of like Warbear Riders can crush Scarbrand, no problem. So we probably just come and take this then. Yeah.
We are Urson's claws. My empire.
I don't think Scarbrand is going to be able to go through both, I think. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Boris Ursus. Again, my man! Trying to save a piddling amount of money. And getting, what, 5% more movement speed? When you could be getting a lot of other things, like boosting his whole army to not have him be taking the losses. You can do a lot more with the armies when they're strong. You can do a lot more with your lords when they're stronger. The blue line, I feel, is something people worry way too much about. And as you can see here, it's gotten into some trouble. And we have a Frost Maiden here. Like, don't put point. I guess you're using them as an agent. I'm not really sure why. Maybe because you're trying to generate devotion, but you already have plenty of devotion. You need magic. Hailstorm is pretty solid, coupled with freezing winds. Probably got biting wind. Blizzard is the key. Blizzard will wreck enemy armies, and stuff that is immune to blizzard is typically like single target. Lords, guess what wrecks them? Warbear riders. So it's a good combination. Wreck the stuff, and that is hard to wreck the infantry, and then take out the other stuff. Stalton's army is probably not quite able to attack those quite yet. So where do we want to go? Something like this, maybe?
Rest. Recuperate. Repent.
And we don't have... I'm just going to grab all these for right now. We'll fix it later. Yeah, we're making negative income. That's expected. We just don't have the infrastructure right now set up to deal with things better.
Frost Maiden.
Well, we'll fix things.
I seek experience.
We have a level 2 Hag Witch. I'm going to use her just to close portals, honestly. And or scout.
Julius awaits us.
And we got you over here. We have one patriarch. I want to add a second patriarch there, but since Gustalton doesn't have any, I'm sending him that over there first.
Kislev's chosen.
And if this attacks, we should be able to hold that off without a problem. Okay, that's all of our units done. Over here, this gives us another patriarch capacity. This allows us to build another market. We now have control over this for like one turn potentially. Well, Lebia's about to be raced. Let's undo that. We'll let that chill for a moment until we have a better handle on things. This pays for itself in less than 5 turns. That's good. That's relatively safe. We're going to want to get Frostguard, Ice Maiden. We're going to want to get cheaper buildings faction-wide. We're going to want more money, and we're going to want cheaper buildings, and we're going to want that. Honestly, we probably also want the global recruitment capacity there too, long term, but again, I'd probably get rid of the Patriarch here because we already have this landmark that allows Patriarch recruitment. This is just being used for capacity at this point. Also, the recruitment building isn't essential. That's minus 10% recruitment cost all armies is more icing on the cake. It's not really that important. Kislev's economy scales really well the further you go, and since obviously we don't do that, we're not spread, we're having to worry about that. If we can come down, push around here for a bit, probably going to get, oh, we have an Ottoman. 10% income from someplace. Over there looks good. We still have like over 10 turns until we run out. So you know what? I'll risk it over here. Scarbrand's going to kill that. I don't know where he's going next. No point here because the Chaos is about to kill that. We can take this over. I'm just a fan of Tempest over Ice. Ice isn't horrible. I just find Blizzard to be more effective in general. Heart of Winter does costs. I think about the same technically. With Zarina, she can make good use of Heart of Winter, but partly because I think she has... I think the miscast chance may be bugged, I forget. I think it's bugged for like everything except the spell, but she does get cooldown reduction, cheaper cost, and then another cheaper cost on Heart of Winter specifically upgraded, which means it only costs 1 more.
It is mine. Born to rule.
Now, let me tell you this, when this game first came out, the auto-resolve was based on the campaign difficulty. So basically, in Legendary, you could not auto-resolve anything. Right now, I feel like we have enough problems, so obviously Slanesh Seduction isn't great, but if they're willing to give us some money right now, it seems like a much lower problem. We've got plenty of other enemies to worry about first. Just buy some 10 turns. Let's just take their money. Okay, and Castalton's recruiting more here. He'll have a good army. And in theory, could be cranking out like Ice Guard or Warbear armies at this point, but we can actually start doing that in like 8 turns. Okay, Scarbrand is going to raise this. What does he got here? Some Chosen, Chaos Warriors, Forsaken, some Marauders, Chariots, Skull Crushers, 3 Bloodthirsters, 2 Soul Grinders, and 2 Skull Cannons and a Pear Tree.
The motherland never
We knew that was going to happen, it's fine. We can't heal with the plagues. The worst one is Zinch with his guaranteed ambushes. Those are the real bullshit. Nothing you can do to avoid them. Except be an ambush yourself and pray that they don't detect you. But otherwise, if they start their turn within movement range of you, just boom, ambushed.
The Tome of Fates knows all.
Okay, the gates just opened. Okay. That's fine.
One land.
So we need to get Slanesh and Zinch.
It suits.
So Realm of Chaos is about a few main things. One, not dying. So far you're actually doing pretty decently at that. If you can hold your capital and few region around, you're fine. 2, having an army that can win the endgame battle. Zarina's army right here can technically do that. Without the Ice Guard, they'll handle it. And then 3, getting into the rifts. I don't know. I guess this is the 4th rift right now, so you only missed 1 rift. That's not as bad. But ideally, especially in Legendary, you don't miss any. Because right now, Legion of Chaos and Oracles of Zinch could both go for their final thing. And the final one they need, by the way, are 2 different ones. One would go to Kor and one would go to Nurgle. And we don't need either of those, so we can't even go there and beat them up so easily. So I think Nurgle's going to be the easiest final one, probably. So I think I'm going to go for the Slanesh one for now.
Go with pride.
Oh, what's that? I didn't check everything. I think it says something about Corn. Took back his arguments. I don't know who was using it.
Queen of Kislev.
Somebody was. These Patriarchs don't have any weapons. Are those... We just... So one reason you don't have, by the way, more... What does Worm Harvest do? Oh, that's actually
My
pretty
rule
good.
is
One reason you don't have more magical items is one of the ways to get magical items... We should be having all this stuff equipped. One of the ways to get magical items is to have a hero attached, specifically the
hand of the people.
Ritual Enforcer, Priest of Tau. We can put that on somebody else. Valet, a magical item drop chance. We can put that on somebody else. We can put... we don't need Veteran Warrior right now, so we can ignore that and put it on there some other time if needed.
Queen.
I
Zarina.
kind of completely forgot what I was saying,
Ruler
admittedly.
supreme.
If I think of it, I'll come back. Oh, right, the Frost Maidens, they give you scouting, which increases your magical item drop chance. So if you're not scouting, you get less magical items, which leads to kind of the situation here. So this is just going to be a race down. What? I am really confused right now for a number of reasons, because like the Demon Prince still doesn't even show Cathay, but somehow Miao Ying is down there. I don't know. This might be a mod issue. We'll do what we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this rift.
Hearts of ice.
Patriarch, I think, doesn't have...
What care I for
Might not have his Warbear yet.
nowhere?
No, he does. Yeah, I'm not really sure then. I guess that's another reason why having two is
Take me there.
helpful to help split the damage between them.
My authority.
Okay, then we can keep moving over here. Stalton
Betrayers.
is angry.
All around.
Oh right, and Magdala didn't even reach there, which is fine. She'll catch up later. Okay, Stalton, this probably can just even be auto-resolved. Oh, not quite. We can also drive off. The only ones who are really vulnerable here to dying are the Zargard. So if we just move over here,
This land is
how does this look? Yeah, it wants to kill the Zargard.
executed.
They're gonna have it. It's gonna be hard to heal them back anyway. This will still probably kill them.
We fight
Yeah. Oh well.
and die in Orson's name. Repel chaos.
All right. Nurgle corruption +3. Well, we don't have any other plague here, so that's good. Now, of course, Nurgle is going to come back for us here. That's fine.
Never doubt the boyar of Kislev.
I do want to heal a turn before I close that rift, admittedly.
Extend my authority.
We can grab some Kosars. Basic Kosars are like insanely cost efficient. With in general, they're these solid units. With the pirate weapons, they're just really good.
Also,
Okay, so we got some Chaos Rifts to worry about here in Scarbrand.
so Boris goes.
We probably could have just killed Scarbrand first.
More
but it's fine.
workers. Urson's disciples.
So if we come here,
Infused by Urson's might. It helps my homeland.
I would like to be able to try to reach that next turn. So Scarbrand's going to come and fight us. But with Warbear Riders, wish we had more personal strength in those blue line skills. We can probably... Yeah, don't split the pit. Don't split things here. The spells. This gives you you know, the upgraded spell, but not the cheaper spell on either. You want to get it to rank 3, so you get the cheaper cost and the bigger upgrade. Saryak's Lullaby, that's good there. Guardian, we need to get Blizzard. Let the Bear Riders handle other stuff. In 6 turns, we can recruit Warbear Riders in 1 turn. So, I'm not too worried about if we lose 1 or 2 there. It'll be fine.
Blizzards and bliss.
Dalton's moving over there. Ulrika. It's moving down over there. You are going to go start closing some rifts.
They speak to me.
We get those two rifts, and we just have like that rift over there and that rift over there in our home territory. I guess who can go take care of this rift in like a turn or two as he makes his way over to Gestalten. Okay. This is going alright. We have a lot of money. We might as well spend this to upgrade here. I'm gonna go for that. It's the most money. Let's make everything a little bit cheaper. +3, so this would make a very good garrison, but I'm more concerned about could use the money right now. It's already going to be a decent garrison. We want the market bonus. Okay, Boyar.
Wow, before
We're level 42. Heroic Resilience, we're definitely grabbing that.
my unparalleled authority.
Frost Maiden Tempest, high level here. Basically has everything. That's fine then. We just set that to automatically deal with things. That's fine. We have decisions to make here. Stalk, definitely better. Unbreakable, you sometimes want her to run away. Some people swear by trying to stack Frost Maidens for War Sled units. Because if you have like multiple of them in the same army, you can reduce it by like 90% or something. I have generally found that's more of a late game thing you can do, and I prefer not to try to choose it. So if we have any little Groms, that's more likely in this campaign, so I'm going to go with that. Those traits aren't great, it's whatever. Those are generally pretty minor things. What is the mount even called? They don't even have a specific mount, it's just what they start with. Okay. Got our Patriarch here, and we are going to get some Salyak's Lullaby, which also helps prevent, the Warbear Riders or whatever from dying. Retreat to Magdava, increase mobility, would have been useful if we had that slightly sooner, but we didn't, so that's what it is. Gestalten, you have firing drills, you don't have skirmisher tradition, do you want that and stand your ground? Yeah, that's whatever happens over there is whatever happens over there. I'm still at 30,000 gold. We should probably just I'm tempted to recruit another army. Gestalten's army is costing 2.5k per turn, that's it. We can do a lot. Yeah. We have a lot of Boyars there. And we have an Ice Witch to Tempest. I'm half tempted to grab that. Just because we're getting our Ice Witch capacity soon. I'd rather have the Boyar. And Stronghold are very helpful because you're usually defending in your own territory. Okay. And we're fine with just basic Hussars. Does he have... He does have the Veteran Warrior, yes, okay. Standard of the Empty Step, I'm not worried about that. Tax Collector's good. I'm not worried about him getting hit by enemy heroes. Okay, so we're recruiting 11 units in one turn. So we don't need to recruit all of those. Because we can recruit another 11 next turn. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That'll allow us to do some more pushing down here and try to take over territory, because we're getting a chunk of funds from other things. Normally when you go into the Chaos Realms, that's a good time to just kind of hold position for a few turns while you deal with that, and then you get out and resume. Probably not going to get to the actual Slanesh thing this time, but we'll try to do another 1 or 2 turns here, I guess. Scarbrand's coming from Boris. Here's the little secret. Boris, if you're not aware, Boris to his army gives like something insane, like 9 leadership and 9 melee attack or something. Warbear riders, as a reminder, they're heavily armored, they're armor piercing, and they have 70 attack mainly from Boris's bonuses. And they're basically supremely good at anti-large, and guess what? A lot of this stuff's anti-large, so bye-bye Scarbrand. This is why I was not worried. We'll heal up in like a turn or 2 anyway. There's nothing else that's going to hit us this turn. So I'm actually going to take the money. 3,000 gold's pretty good. And then they'll move up. That's fine. We'll try to drop the hammer on him next turn. I'm more worried. The one that worries me most is Zinch, and just because of the accursed ambush. Or teleport, specifically.
Our common cause shall benefit.
I will join that war if I need to. Right now I got enough other things to fight. Okay. Settlements transferred. Well, we obviously don't want that.
A timely arrival. My
You
war
have 2 You have 2 things? Okay, well, I guess we're going to war. The Jade Court has nothing wow, okay, well, that is an interesting situation. But they'll give us 1,000 gold.
On behalf of the dragon.
This means, the annoying thing is, of course, this means we have to rebuild it from tier 1, but that's what it is, I guess.
More taxpayers. Excellent. Goya.
This will add another 1,500 gold, so it means we'll be losing about 4,000 gold a turn. It's fine.
I said only.
They have stuff further to the south, going after the vampires. We're going to try to capture other stuff in the meantime.
Face, Mac. We are Kislev. My lads expand further.
Get rid of that. Guess we probably want to try to fortify it first against incidental armies.
Rest of ice. Follow your queen.
Okay. We can 100% take out these Nurgle armies here. Okay. Alright, that's why we have the Slanesh. That's why Slanesh wanted peace, because we killed their 2 armies. I admittedly blanked on that. So they're gonna run. They're not going to run, and then they're going to die.
Motherland never falters.
See, the coaster's doing work over there. We have a turn before anything else hits us. So that's taken that out.
Heed me. Never falter. Never pause.
Hunker down. We set off at dawn.
He's besieging, so he's not going to be able to come all the way up to us, I don't think. And that might be able to lure other stuff in. Okay, Gestaltons, given the devotees, that's a little annoying, but we'll deal with it when we can.
Here we roll.
And Boris there is looking fine.
Anything for Kislev.
Get more creatures of the land. Some like stout-heartedness. Weapon strength doesn't really seem to be good in melee. We're not using... Oh, let's see, minus 20% vigor for bear units. War bear riders are counted. That's actually not bad. Debuffs that affect the enemy, so I guess it'd be like the enfeebling foe, which is not horrible. Magical attack potion of toughness. 2 potions of toughness for the accompanying lord. What is this patriarch? Nostalgic lullaby, so that's 30%. You know what? I'm gonna try the doubled potion of toughness on the lord thing. Two uses, yeah.
Boris Ursus himself.
Oh, we have more points. Collective charms, I guess, I don't know. I think... Okay.
Boris Ursus.
Take this back.
The bear is with us. Take it. For Ursus.
So obviously it's annoying when it gets kicked back down to level 1. It's fine. I think that's all. We have like 6 armies, right? Yeah. Okay, Frost Maiden. Okay, you don't need all of your units now then, Gestalton.
I am truth.
She can't quite reach him this turn, it's fine. Ulrika, still moving over here. Let's try to go like one more turn. You are going to close this rift here.
I have the sight.
We're gonna have to move someone down to close that rift, I guess. And I guess over here, that's also going to be a dangerous rift.
And die for Kislev. Execute any strikers.
Black Bullet Pass. This third one doesn't actually even matter. I guess the corn rift's a problem, but that's only all the rift is there. But the tier 3, it gives you what? 1 control, 1 devotion, 1 supporter, but we don't really need that at this point, so I'm gonna hold off on that unless we seem to actively acquire it. Did I not upgrade that last turn? I guess I somehow missed it. I don't know. Okay. Quiet Warrior, Magical Warrior, let's do that. Growth is great. Economist, we're not worried about growing right now. That's good building income.
Lord of all.
We got this high ranking Patriarch, that's good. The Lord.
Kislev's chosen.
Yeah, so when this guy, when Heroic Resilience is active, he's below half health. He has 86 defense, 97 attack, while having plus 20 bonus resistance, plus 10 bonus for large, with 6k hit points and 120 armor. Like, boyars are serious business on their warbears.
Rule is absolute.
They actually slap, I think, is what they said, or something like that.
No higher authority.
Reset, of course, is what it says. Skirmisher traditions will give firing drills. You could make this guy like Ice Guard and a little Grom or two, that'd be fine. You could do that without needing to reset, I think.
A symbol of my unparalleled authority. Kislev's chosen. With this, my rule is absolute. Lord of all.
I think we somehow missed a recruitment slot. I don't know. Oh, I did my math wrong. Or something. I don't know.
Urson's disciple.
Okay.
The lost Tsar returns.
Yeah, another
The great
weapon
bear
strength bonus.
rewards
Nice 150 damage for his war bears right now. So that's pretty good.
My boy, son.
Patriarch, we want Urson's protection. Sonic's lullaby.
I am Kostaltin.
Yeah, Kastaltin, if he had these other buffs, he would have done so much better
First
in that siege
of
battle.
the bear cult.
And Conviction, by the way, is not good. He already has... Conviction is adding 9 leadership. He already had 100 leadership. Like, we don't need to be adding more leadership to that. It's really not necessary.
An instrument.
And remember, all
of the
Kislev
bear
units are already
will.
unbreakable for 30 seconds. When they would actually break. Let's try to get in one more turn here, and I'll continue this another time.
Tribal fury.
Kugath himself. Probably going to wind up with a big war versus the Chaos Dwarfs, and we'll have to fight more of those because they have really good auto-resolve values. A lot of these banners seem different color. I assume that's the after effects of like a mod. Trollheim Mountains Rebellion. Yeah. He's going over there to mess with the von Karsteins. There's 2 rifts there.
Governor of Kislev's lands.
I think we go and take this stuff over first. We want Erengrad back.
Kislev the Enduring. Another province for thee.
And again, Patriarch means we'll heal basically to full health here. Tsarina. So obviously we're not going to take any of these this turn because we're behind in the Souls race and we don't want to risk getting further behind. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this guy up here in ambush stance. Kastaltin is going to take out the rift. So, other rift is getting taken out, yeah, by that. I guess that means we can just leave them both in ambush, can't we? So we don't have the Patriarch here. We're going to take the replenishment. Oh. Kastaltin is stuck in Force March. Lovely. It's a bug that can happen. Okay, we have quite a bit here. Oh shit, they have Herald Hammerstorm down there. He's... ugh. That's something you need a Boyar to take out on a bear. Or something else really dedicated to that.
Lamia.
He's probably going to attack this. I think...
Pain is irrelevant.
Where can he reach? Up to there.
No higher, Katarin. It cements my power. Advance for Kislev. Hearts of ice.
By the way, you notice that we
Do not hurry.
took down Kislev's garrison and it still has 20 units left. That's part of what the issue is here.
I stand for
Also,
Kislev.
we'd have a bigger discount on the Covenant of Ice if we had the building thing up there.
Boyar of Kislev.
Boris Ursus
March
sent
until
him
dawn.
into the Chaos Wastes.
We are Urson's claws. Mere cattle. Useless. Lies there.
This means that except for this rift right here and the one to the southwest, we are secure against demonic invasions from the Chaos Realms directly. We just have to worry about the ones from the Chaos Wastes.
My blood.
Stalton stuck in March for a turn, maybe to lure Kugath in. For us to pounce on him. That'd be nice. See, like right here, this is only making us 47 more gold per turn, and it's costing us 12-15, so that's like 24, 25 turns, something like that, to pay for itself, which is obviously not great. This is why having the biggest discounts you can and as many multipliers as you can on them is important. Again, we're making 70 gold here, so again it's going to take nearly 30 turns to pay back for itself, which is better than by default where it takes 40 turns. Compare that to rank 1, right, where it pays for itself in like 6 turns. Alright, we're about to have a rebellion here.
Demon Slayer.
For 180 gold, we can ignore that for the moment. Boris can get there, like next turn, to stop. Alright, this is going to be a problem with the demonic forces there. Wish we had more patriarch capacity. It'll spawn one in 3 turns. So in 2 turns, we can recruit a patriarch. But then I think the army will spawn. So I think that doesn't work. It's okay, we still got a decent chunk of money. Orthodoxy with minus 30% hero recruitment cost. We don't care, hero recruitment cost is irrelevant. Plus the hero recruit rank, that's much better. That means we'd get like what, rank 7 Frost Maidens from here? Yeah, that's much better. Martial encouragement, 5% attack. That's not nearly as good as 7% weapon strength. Assuming I guess we have that. Corruption is more important, we have a lot of control. And we'll cycle through this turn.
Who calls?
Then we'll go ahead and stop this video. And I will pick up another time. Okay, we want the healer buff. Enfeebling foe would be good to use against really nasty stuff.
Hear me roar.
Finally got Blizzard over here.
I return.
We don't actually care about like elemental regeneration or several other things. RoC resilience, that's good.
I shall enjoy this.
All of her things are on the field. Yeah, that's big oof. We'll have to fix it one bit at a time. Yeah, Castalden can get like over 9,000 hit points or something.
From the bear.
He's a very tough, angry man. Let's switch into ambush. He's sneaky.
Like the motherland,
We don't need another fight. Again, if we just hold on to this and get the last 2 souls, it's technically okay at this point. I'd like to see if we can make some progress. The main catch is that when everyone else has consolidated their own stuff and then they all come after you, it can be hard, because as you can see, the Kislev is the shield of the old world for a reason. All the demons invading from the north, the Chaos Dwarfs from the southeast, and now more demons from the southwest. Scrag is supposed to tangle with some stuff. The Empire buys you time to deal with things. But they're all just waiting to take Shrogan taken or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Legion of Chaos. That means that their lord is not here. And Uldrika has been wounded. That's rude. Okay, this is something of... it's not really great news. The good news is it means Kairos is not able to attack us. The bad news is it means she's going for the 4th soul. And Legion of Chaos is going for the 4th soul. Which is not great. This is why you don't, on Legendary, you probably don't want to miss any of them. In theory, I guess they added in like a battle you can do to stop it. It feels like you've still lost at that point. The Deceivers have 38 settlements, and I can't check the screen or it'll crash for us. I guess I can't actually check how many settlements we have. I don't think it's 38. Let's trigger another save. Oh, good news, we're making like 200 gold return from that Ottoman decision, dang.
My decision is law.
Okay. And we are actually able to reach this army and kill it.
Courage flows in our veins.
So, let's take the money. And then we do want to heal. So the next turn, we can probably close both of those rifts. I think that triggered a save, I know. I don't know.
my rule is absolute.
Why is this not... Okay, because it's all the way down there.
Do not tarry.
So we can reach it, looks like, if we come over here, so we're going to do that. So, we must move on.
Of the motherland.
We are still waiting for them to come down, which means Gestalten... Let's just have him chill. Let's hang on, how long will it take us to get over there? That's... I think we need to send Kislev down to take that out.
Supreme Patriarch,
You should be able to hold up here for a bit.
kneel to Ursan.
Priest of the great orthodoxy.
I am Constantin. Patriarch.
Now we have a
of
patriarch
Kislev.
back. It's good.
We know this code.
Let's add him to this one.
Replenish.
Never yield.
And let's see if we can take this fight here. Okay. Now, let's see, what is... The Fallen Vortex Beast is a bit scary. This might have been a bad idea, because we don't have magic, we don't have patriarchs, and it's level 5. What the hell with it, we'll try anyway, even though it's probably going to go badly. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video.